It threatens the lives of more young women than cancer. It affects 1 in 3 women worldwide. It leaves women mentally scarred for life. It is violence against women and girls. According to the UN, this brutality is on the rise. Our series comes from the front line of the hidden war on women and girls. The field of conflict is just as likely to be the home as the brothel. This time on Women on the Front Line, we are in Nepal to follow the story of Sushma, a courageous young woman who, after escaping from an Indian brothel, sets out to bring her trafficker to justice.
Deserted by her husband and with 4 children to support, 24-year-old Sushma from a remote village in Nepal was sold for sexual slavery. Her trafficker took her to Kolkata, but she managed to escape. Sushma could have suffered the same fate as this Nepali woman, sold as a girl and now in her 60s, still a prostitute. In this film, we document how difficult it is for Nepal to staunch the flow of young women being trafficked across an open 2,500-kilometre-long border with India. And we meet some of the women on the front line trying to put a stop to the trade. And we follow Sushma as she sets out to find the man who lured her to a brothel in Kolkata. Landlocked between China and India, the Asian economic boom has bypassed the Himalayan kingdom of Nepal. Corrupt government and more than a decade of civil conflict are among the reasons why Nepal is the 12th poorest country in the world. 7 out of 10 Nepalese live on less than $2 a day, and according to the World Bank, almost a third of the population doesn't have enough to eat. Since 1981, Nepal's population has almost doubled to nearly 30 million, making it one of the fastest growing countries in Asia and increasing competition for land. Nepal is now an aid and remittance dependent economy. Every year, according to the UN, about 100,000 Nepalese leave the country for employment. About a third are women and girls, half of whom are trafficked unwittingly across the open border to the brothels of big Indian cities. But the statistics are not much more than guesswork. The trade in women and girls for sex is covert and highly organized.
This particular problem, which is regarded as one of the heinous crime in our country, is gradually expanding. The trade, the traffickers are, very much clever to hide themselves from the eyes of the law. But the government is trying its best to control, to combat the trafficking issue.
Conservative estimates put it at about 7,000 girls a year, but we feel that it's much higher. Sex trafficking, it's a clandestine activity. It's very hard to get data on it, and it is something that urgently needs to be addressed.
While there are anti-trafficking laws in place in Nepal, an undermanned police force can do little more than make random checks on people passing through the official border posts. The hard-pressed authorities welcome the assistance of non-governmental organizations, or NGOs, in identifying possible traffickers. These women, some of whom have been victims of trafficking themselves, are working for the NGO Mighty Nepal, which mounts its own vigilante patrols to help the border police.
बिहान 5 बजेदेखि यहाँ आउँछौँ यहाँ आएर अब मान्छे आयो भने अब यिनीहरूलाई सोधपुछ गर्छौँ राम्रो अब राम्रो एड्रेस छ भने उनीहरूलाई पठाइदिन्छौँ नत्र हामी छैन भने उनीहरूले ढाँट्छ भने हामीले यहाँदेखि वहाँ चौकीमा लैजान्छौँ चौकीमा लगेर अब सोधपुछ गर्छौँ सोधपुछ गरेपछि वहाँ गयो
They have some sort of a dream in their mind for better life, for better quality life, like that. The traffickers, they easily can, tap those aspiring for better life. Girls are caught, they are easily tempted by their, false promises.
वहाँ गएपछि अब त्यस्तो धन्दा गर्दिन भन्दा नि त्यहाँ घर मालिकले चाहिँ पिटेर यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ तँलाई किनेको छु भनेर कति यातना दिएको हुन्छ त्यही भएर बाध्यता भएर नि उहाँले गर्नुपर्छ
तपाईको छोरीहरु कहाँ जान लाग्नु भएको कुवेत पठाउने भनेर केको लागि पठाउन लाग्नु भएको छ
केमा लागि दिन्छ नोकरी
तपाईलाई थाहा छैन अनि लाने मान्छेको
लाने मान्छे हाम्रै जाने भन्छ
अनि लाने मान्छे साथमा नल्याएर
लाने मान्छे चाहिँ अर्कै काम गरेर जाने हो अन्त जानुपर्छ
कहाँ जानु भएको छ
कता जानु भयो
हजुर
कता जानु भएको छ
कता जानु भएको छ यहाँ सुन्नु तपाईहरुलाई लाने मान्छेले यति राम्रो हिसाबले लाने भने त यहाँ आएर आफ्नो डकुमेन्ट देखाएर सबै प्रमाण पुराएर लिएर गइहाल्नुहुन्छ त नि खै त नि पासपोर्टहरु लिएर आउनु भएको छ हजुरले
हजुर
छैन
Some families, even parents, they agree to send their daughters. They don't have enough information. That's why they think that, okay, their daughters are going to India or some other place to earn money because they are poor.
Unconvinced this girl has a genuine job to go to, they finally persuade her father that it's likely they are victims of trafficking and stop them crossing the border.
यसरी अर्काको कुरामा लैलैमा लागेर आफ्नो छोरीलाई पठाउने काम नगर्नुस् जीवन खेर जान्छ छोरीको है